It is a chilly night here in the northeastern U.S., but we've got some football to keep us warm at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Baltimore Ravens. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
After the run, Newton going to throw. Going deep for Walker. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They fake the give. Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again. Newton. And this one's incomplete.
Newton's pass.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, Newton. It's complete. James White. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Good.
14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England 1st down.
1st and 10.
Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field
can't find it. He lost the football. It's out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
First and goal at the 1. And they will run it with Michel. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive.
The extra point.
And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots.
Makes the score Patriots 7, Ravens nothing.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in the end zone.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 27, Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield. Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
He can run for it, and he will. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The carry for Baltimore.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Intercepted. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Sonny Michel comes out of a long line of terrific running backs from the University of Georgia and was a first-round selection for New England in 2018. He does not mind carrying the football, never turns down an opportunity. Top 10 in rushing attempts in the league in 2019.
And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39, 30, 10, 5, and he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Patriots 10, Ravens 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
10 at their own 19-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably hump him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Play action. It's Newton. Being chased out left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Newton. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Following the penalty, Michel. The tackle credited to Deshaun Elliott, the safety.
Michel, the ball carrier.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Going deep for Walker. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
And 9 yards to go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Newton. This is White on the screen. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Baltimore.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. A pitch comes to Dobbins. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty.
Stephon Gilmore. A gain of 12 brings up 2nd down at the 37-yard line.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
10, Ravens 7.
2nd and 8 coming up. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math, they did it well, and it works for them.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
And the Ravens.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
The line of scrimmage.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
To
Andy Isabella. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Lining up for the extra point.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On the give, it's White. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Newton. He's got Sanu. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first.
For a Patriot.
His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Newton. Catch is made by Harry. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
To N'Keal Harry. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Back to throw, Newton. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Now left side on the swing pass. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Taken down at the
exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Jackson, draw play to Dobbins. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Dietrich Wise Jr. in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now Jackson to throw on 3rd down. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up 4th. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Patriots take over.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On second down now. It's White, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
First and 10.
I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Calais Campbell on the stop.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Calling a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 9 yards that time.
24-yard line.
The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On second down, they'll run with White, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here.
A 32-yard attempt.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. A final shot before the break. Newton. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
He's going to keep it again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Dobbins running out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On second down, here's Jackson. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Baltimore.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Pickup, and it's third down.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. And now Jackson will look to throw it. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 9.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he locates Walker, complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him.
That's good.
The 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Chuck Clark in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Newton. And his throw is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Eluding the pressure right. And Walker has it. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Devin McCourty picks it off, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not as...
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and short now following the fumble. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Patriots 10.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
On the the handoff. This is White. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Now a pass here caught by Edelman, and he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Operating from the gun, Newton. And he slings one that's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yeah. Let's make these babies cry.
To throw again, Newton. Flush to his right. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He'll have the win at his back here in the 4th quarter. Rohrwasser's kick is good. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. And now he'll tuck it and run. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Jackson from the shotgun. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
1st down, Ravens.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. There to stop him, Juwan Bentley.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Gain of 12.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one, and that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's good. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, meaning taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their own 46. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
That's a gain of 8.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Jackson. That ball complete to Isabella. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones.
A gain of 30.
It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end that went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They'll go again with Dobbins, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. His 4th touchdown on the year as the Ravens push further out in front.
Well, that's a good-looking rookie right there. I love how he let the play set up and then showed that explosiveness that I saw on tape in college. Remember I showed you the clip of what he was doing and setting up blocks, and then he would just go? We saw it on that play right there. That one was fun to watch.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end. Zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's got him in, complete. It's Julian Edelman. And down inside the 15 he goes. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted.
He's running.
Picked off inside the 10. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
By the Ravens. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.